Oh, okay, we'll go with it. Seems a bit unsteady. Okay, so that makes me think of that song. Whoa, hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady. Right, okay, so, and that's quite funny I could say that, because by the time you watch this, I'll be out of it. I wouldn't say I'm unsteady, but I'm, like, basically, I am almost, well, I'm almost at, God, I really am almost at, I'm like a couple of hours away from into a 48-hour fast, and if I make it to when I'm planning, I will have done a 3-day fast, and I might just keep going, to be honest. So, but I don't. I think I'd even decided that if I wake up tomorrow with a Pisces moon vibe and I'm like, I want something to eat, I'm going to have something to eat. So yeah. Basically, welcome if you're new. My name's Claire, not Crystal. I don't always say that, but I was saying it today. Everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy. So even if it's not your story, and it's a true story, I might add, but it can't be everyone's every day. Bits of it might make sense to you, bits it might not. So please always use your fucking common sense. Yeah, and what I've started doing, I don't know why they've got me to do this, but I'm trusting it, is like, just, while we're only a few minutes in, let's just get a general theme. So I'm trying to keep in mind, because I'm only filming this on the 27th, isn't it? And this is for the 1st of December. I'm just trying to keep in mind this is going to be a Sagittarius Sun, Aries Moon, so that's double fire energy. That's actually my combo reversed, because I'm Aries Sun, Sag Moon. So it's cheerleader mode, that's kind of cheerleader energy, I would say. Well, and it's just my combos. I'm not always in cheerleader mode because I've got a Scorpio rising, so I can also be what I call like mystical, wise old lady kind of energy as well. Anyway, let's get what's the theme for this. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm having trouble shifting from Scorpio season to Sagittarius season. Like when I'm doing this, I mean, like I feel the optimism and the fun energy of the Sag, but the cards I'm leaning towards are still very much a Scorpio vibe. But I mean, we've still got, we've still got a lot of Scorpio. Mercury's in Scorpio, and actually the big thing, Mercury and Black Moon Lilith, that I always feel really strongly as well. But the big thing is that Mercury is now direct. So yeah, so you could have a lot of forward movement and things to do with tech, and travel should go a bit smoother, and communication's a big one. So I hope nobody got caught up with toxic exes over the weekend, calling you up because Mercury goes direct, like literally on the Saturday. It's quite funny. Like I always make this joke, but it's true. Like, guaranteed there'll be quite a few people all over the world waking up, not only with a hangover, but waking up on the Saturday morning, especially Saturday and like, what on earth was I thinking hooking up with this person for one night or however long? Because it just, you change your mind. Like the things you think are a good idea, like a good investment of money or time or energy, you're just kind of like, whoa, what the fuck? And I think with it being in Scorpio, I don't think you can really run away from it. So, and then it's hammered home by Saturn being about tough lessons, amongst other things, and discipline, because it's in the sign of confusion, illusion, Pisces. It's been going retrograde, and now it's direct. You can have some level of epiphanies, I think, with going direct, but it's definitely, the big thing will be when it moves into Aries. On around the Valentine's, the 13th of February, and then Neptune's in the January. Neptune moves into Aries. It's just that'll be bringing about a lot of change. But anyway, so the theme is Lilac Fire Dragon, transmute for the power of divine love. Now that's interesting, because the last video I titled, or one of the last ones that I filmed yesterday, I did put something about awakening to divine love. Open up to the transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. So I feel, you could feel very linked to the violet flame. Those of you that are here all the time know that I work very closely with Saint Germain, the violet flame, because I say that in my wee clearing that I do in my personal sessions and whenever it comes into it in the public stuff. So, and Lady Portia is a twin flame of Saint Germain who deals with karmic justice, legal justice, fairness, truth, justice. I mean, it's just basically everything I go on about all the time. And if you're brand new, I do actually help people with legal stuff, like quite a lot. But obviously, I just don't go in all the ins and outs of it because, for obvious reasons, it's like just like I don't go into too much of a deep of an explanation about when I'm helping people with really dodgy shit, you know what I mean, like dark stuff and that, like whether it's their own trauma or difficult people, because it's not wise. But I have to go into a bit generally, and it's wise to talk about the stuff that's been ages ago, because otherwise house people may know it's a bit of a mystery. When I'm a high priestess, I get that it's a bit of a mystery. But like I always say, you find out what the mystery is when you book the session, and if you're really called, you'll feel it. So anyway, either you feel closely linked with the violet flame, but anyone can call on the violet flame to transmute negative energy, or dragons you could feel very close to, or because dragon energy is so present, and dragon energy is so present on the planet right now, rising the frequency. Or you're needing to clear heavy energy. So whatever it all comes into it. And we have an Archangel Michael card. Wow, fuck, that's what I was just getting onto. Is when I was saying, I can't quite shift. It doesn't. I seem like I can't shift into Sagittarius season until I get filming next week, because we move into Pisces moon just before I go live, because I'm going to go live like 5 minutes into Pisces, going into the moon going into Pisces, and I don't like Pisces moon, so if I'm sitting there for hours, great, but if it's only like a 2-hour one, then you know why. It's just and also because it's always like really dark shit. Oh my god, they pulled my eyes to that double deck of bullshit when I said that. It's just, it'll be secrets galore and hidden stuff coming out, because Pisces is the 12th house of hidden desires and fears, and I've already done that by now by the time you're watching this, but that is the theme. So that's the confirmation, and this is actually major confirmation for what I was sitting working out about the challenge. So basically, to me, like what I'm going to do for the theme for Sagittarius, because we've only got up until like just before Christmas, and then that's Capricorn season, is I'm going to find my many cards that are about spiritual gifts and just more things that are about. I've got some of them sitting here. I found some of them. So I suppose I am starting it because I've got some of them, but it's just I'm a bit of a perfectionist like that, and it's like I want to find all those specific ones, but I have got a few, so we're already beginning it. But this is the theme. We're going to be focusing on, like, your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts, whatever you want to call it, your awakening, your ascension. Now, because that's what I help people with every day anyway, is your ascension, your spiritual awakening, wherever you're at, whether you've been on it a long time like myself, or whether you're, newly awakening, and obviously specifically twin flames awakening. But if you aren't on the twin flame journey, and you like my vibe and you like the lovely soul family around here, then you're more than welcome to hang around. I've said for years, I'm always keeping an eye out for when the collective of people that chat, because that's really all I can go by. I can go by that, and I can go by sessions, and so far the only people that book sessions, it's still twin flames. So but when I start getting people that maybe aren't that, and just I know there's people that talk in the chat, well, I don't know, the thing is, I don't know for definite. I don't know that until we actually connect one-to-one, but I suspect there's some people that, I know there is people that lurk that aren't twin flames, but the majority will be, because that's what the channel's aimed at. And like I said, it's probably going to be the case that if there's a whole load of people that aren't twin flames, I'll just be it'll make sense to have a separate channel. But anyway, we'll move all that when it's relevant. So open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. So we'll have just come out of a Pisces moon weekend when you're watching this on the Monday, if you're watching it when I'm putting it out. So, you might have had some extra mystical experiences. Like, it's springing to mind when I was just telling my mum about, one of my best pals, when her dad had said that he was going to make something fall, and then when she was watching me, something did fall. So when she was watching that back in the replay. So it's just absolutely you know, just yeah, it's just amazing, you know. And like I know I've said it before, but just that is hard for the loved ones in spirit to do. Granted, it is fairly often round here, but it impresses me when they do that. It means it's really important, and I know that my friend really needs that message. So beautiful, beautiful confirmation. And he also held back because, like I said, it's really, he's not been passed long at all. It's only been months. And wait a minute, I'm just drinking my tea. I'm not being funny, but I actually think that's her dad coming in again. Sorry for calling you her, but I don't want to say people's names because I know that that's what they would do. Well, I don't know. Maybe he drank tea, but I know that she drinks coffee. But I just picked up my tea. Yeah, interesting. Oh, actually, and yeah, I do. You know, I think I think he is just going to come in and say hi now and again. But it's because I was walking my mum, and obviously she was keeping an eye. I was like, right, you need to keep an eye if I keel over. But I knew I wouldn't. But I've never fasted and went out a walk like that. I usually just like power through. Because the thing is like I don't fast and tell people because really it's a very private thing. And if you're doing it the way that I do it, like I'm not doing it for like releasing weight. Obviously, I'm doing it for that too, but I'm doing it for the spiritual bit. I'm doing it for this. Like, not really, not so much to open up my spiritual gifts because Christ, I'm pretty goddamn open as it is. But it's I get guided to do it for my own ascension, but I get guided to do it for the collective. And so I usually have an intention to break off the the darker energies, the demons that are attached to, well, sorry guys, but quite frankly, some of you. So some of you might not realise, but it's like negative attachments. But it is, and the more I do, the longer fast, the stronger people feel it, and they do feel it. Like I've had people that did feel they're in a heavy place, and then when we connect privately, they felt me. I mean, I'm so humbled that people tell me that all the time, that they really do feel me praying for them. I mean, actually, because I'm still like, I'm still lost for words about that I just thought that was so, yeah, I was really touched when, it was my first live stream back, and Renee donated like 40 quid because she said she felt I think she said, I felt your amazing healing and prayers while I was off, and because I was off for nearly a month. It was 3 weeks, but I still had stuff going out in the membership, but obviously I wasn't doing the live prayer circles, but I had filmed a few in advance to publish. But I just, like, thank you again, Renee, just shouting out for that, because it's yeah, that meant a lot, because like I said, it's just well, my mum was talking about gratitude there. She's big on talking about gratitude just now, and obviously that's what I'm all about too. It's yes, good to be grateful. So, angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. And thank you to anyone else that has donated recently or bought services or whatever else. And somebody needs healing, though, is what I would say with that card. Right, so what else was I going to say here? And love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people be less afraid. Now, I know this is a unicorn, and unicorn's animal to do Scotland, but variation of a horse, and we move into Year of the Fire Horse around February there, when we come out of Year of the Snake. So and I've got nice cards for us for when we move into that. And then we've got enlightenment behind. Enlightenment. Look for the highest perspective, see the divine in everyone. So I'm going to put these here. So this is like the general theme, and I can't stop. Oh my god. Your prayers are answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect, and someone's grandparent is reaching out to you. You have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. Well, yeah, right enough. That's cool how they're doing that, because this is for Monday, and Monday is when I do mediumship Monday. Trust your angels. Let go of expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. And that's when I always want to sing, don't you worry, Chelsea, heaven has a plan for you. So that's been quite a few cards that have said the same thing. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. And then that's saying, let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a plan. I don't know what to use. I really don't actually know what to use for the thumbnail. I always say we'll get it in. Sometimes I forget and I have to screenshot it. Anyway, this is quite a lot we're working with. But so, and LIGHTBODY, just as just while it's a lot of energy. That's what the message is. However I approach the video, that it's high energy. because it's like I'm trying to sort of move to the next bit and it's just all coming out. And independence brings comfort, restrictions, ancestral healing. So huge light body activation, spiritual gifts activation. And that's why, if they let me get on it, oh look, that's funny what I'm saying, regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metro and I are here to help you stand your ground. Could be seen geometric shapes. Basically, yeah, I'm being guided to, I posted late last night when I couldn't sleep about, I'm going to offer anyway, to awaken, activate and amplify your clairs zooms. I sometimes just say clair zooms for short, but basically that's what they're all about, is activating your clairs. And so usually when I ran them before, like I've ran them before a few times, but it's been a few years now since I've done it. It was always intended to be like 4 zooms like in a month, but a lot of people only came on one, and they found like that they got so much from, you know, like it was like it basically like it blasted open like one of their clairs specifically. So because that's what I'm here to do, is support people with that. So yeah, it's a mixture of like psychic gifts, spiritual gifts. Sorry, I just burped there, clearing energy though. Don't know if you can hear that. And the 20th and the 21st of December significant. So that's around the winter solstice. It's going to be significant. But yeah, but that's why basically I'm offering them, because people's spiritual gifts are cranking up anyway, and then I'm there to support you with these changes. And it also is just fun because it's like a mixture of your psychic gifts, your mediumship if you're interested in that. Oh my god, and especially because that card came out, because that's the only card in that deck that is about like a mediumship kind of card. Because actually I always find it kind of funny that that's in there, because these are actually like, these are so old. I don't know if you can still get these. I assume you can, but it's like they're children's cards. But you know, it's anyway. But yeah, they're one of my oldest decks. I love them. They're very magical energy, very Sagittarius actually. That's why I'm very childlike, because Aries and Sagittarius are signs that I link with the inner child and children. And then Leo is the third fire sign, and I've got a Leo midheaven. So yeah, I've just got a lot of childlike energy. So maybe you do too. So yeah, basically just quickly, if you want to do that, I'll be posting the link for that below, you know, to the post that I put last night. I'm only running it, what days am I doing again? I think it's oh my god, I can't remember. I think it's the 8th and the 9th, so it's soon. The 8th, so it's about in a week. The 8th, oh my god, it's a week today. Yes, that's what it is. So it'll be a week today. If anybody's signed up to it, we'll do it. It's really, in order to do it, there has to be 4 people. I don't know, it's not pointless if there was 2 people, because I could work with the 2 of you and you would really get my full attention, because there's no point doing break rooms because there would only be 2 of you. I will assess that if that happens. But preferably it would be good a minimum of 4 people. 6 or 8 is quite good too, because then I can hop in and out the break rooms. Probably wouldn't want any more than like, I can't ever see there being, well, at some point hopefully there will be 10 people, but I think 8's a nice number maximum, so that I can have time going in and out of the rooms. But yeah, we'll just cross that bridge if we come to it. And then I was also guided to put one on during the day. Well, it's during the day, UK time anyway, 3 till 5. And like I said, it might be a bit longer, so, you know, make sure you've not got too much on after, but I'll try and be timely with it. On the Tuesday, because I know that might work better for some of you in America. I can only think of some that I thought it might have been, but I don't know because it's a Tuesday. But anyway, the thing is, it's like, if you are really fancying doing this and that's not working for you, when I offer them again, I can always do them on a weekend. Like, you know, on a weekend in January or February or whatever. But yeah, so if you fancy that, you know, it's time to book it now, because this will be a week before, so that I know. And like I said before, if it doesn't go ahead, fine, I've got loads of things in the pipeline anyway, because we're going to be doing the challenge. But that actually brings me, I will spoke about this in the live stream tonight by the time you see this, but in case people don't watch the live stream, or you've just come across this now, there's a few themes that I could do for the challenge. And, you know, that's always the way, the format that I do it. But I'm leaning more towards the very first challenge being, basically, that's what I'm thinking, that's confirmation, because being about this. And then that would nicely lead into doing the Claire's rooms, because my idea is some of you, hopefully some of you, want to do that one in a week. And then, you know, I can get the feedback from that, and then I can do it again, and then it can be more regular, you know, because it's meant to be like a psychic school. And again, I just love it, because it's like, I always use the Greatest Showman analogy. It's like me handing over the mic, like the baton that he does at the end. Like, you know, because he's like, you know, I've had my time, I'm going to spend time with my family, and it's your turn now. And that's the way I always see it. It's like, you know, when I'm doing a live stream, I'm always in the spotlight. But when I'm doing that, it's nice to be in teacher mode and helping other people, you know, just cultivate their gifts and stuff. I love it. I am a good teacher, people tell me, so I like to be in that role. And if you actually would like, you know, like mentorship 1-to-1, if you don't like the group stuff, then I can do that too. And I totally understand, because I'm a bit half and half. Over the years, I like some group stuff if I feel safe in the group. But I've had a lot of experiences where I don't, you know, there's always a hater. There's just always, like, and usually, unfortunately, I get people that are jealous of my gifts. So if you get stuff like that, like, you know, I'm a good teacher mentor, because I can help you navigate how to protect your energy, as they made me pick up the black tourmaline. And I can also see in your chart why that is, why it might be more OTT than most people, because I know why it is in mine. And the Black Moon Lilith and Pisces being the major thing, but also my Pluto in the 12th house. There's largely loads of things on my chart, how I could say, but you can't let the haters get you down, kind of thing. So what else was there though? Yeah. So, but the other thing is, definitely in a few months it'll either be, like, I'm going to do, basically there's other themes, and one of the themes will be like New Earth business and stuff that we spoke about on the Mediumship Monday, but it's just because I'm thinking that's very Capricorn energy, because it was a Capricorn moon that we're talking. So it might be quite nice to actually leave it for Capricorn season in the January or the February, because Aquarius is like community and connections and internet and stuff too. So it's like I think the order is what this is confirming to me before I even speak to you, is that is what we have to focus on. But because, like I said, whenever I do the Fuck It Let's Go challenge, it is actually always about ascension. It's always like, for those of us that are ready, we're always going through a huge big timeline jump anyway. And it's just, I'm one of the galactic shamans that's here to assist people making that quantum leap to your highest timeline. You know, that's basically how it is. And it's just like, you know, my soul came up with the free 5-day challenge to make it a bit more interesting. Oh, look, I've just found a little bit of lovely rose quartz kicking about here. Quite sharp as well. I think I was about to sit on it. I don't know why it's just kicking about there. Oh, but yeah, crystal, something's going to, well, looks like clear quartz actually, but it is a rose quartz. Very faint, I think it's a rose. Oh, unless that's, I can't quite see in the light. Unless that is a little bit off light. No, I think it is a rose quartz. Nah, it's looking white now when I'm putting it there. That isn't even, if that's, I'm going to have to put that under the light. I'm a bit colourblind. But if that isn't rose quartz, I think that might be a bit of a apophyllite or something rather than clear quartz. But anyway, we'll put it there. It wants to be acknowledged. So you might need to get some crystals with the focus there. Right, okay, I think that's it. So this actually might be the reading. That's quite funny. But let's just, with the grandparent coming through, that's not a coincidence that on Mondays we do Mediumship Monday, and there's a card about your grandparent that you've got a special bond with. So whoever might connect with that, what is a message that grandparent wants to give? And then you can let me know in the comments if you feel that was connecting with you. But it might be that I flesh this out some more on the live stream, I would imagine, if that's coming through. But let's see what the message is. Because, I mean, this could be anyone. Oh, no, but look, see. So what I was about to say is this could be anyone. It could be, oh, yeah, I feel that's my gran or my granddad or my nana or my whatever. Give me that message. But I'll bring through the evidence if this grandparent, and I feel they will, on Monday, and then we can really tap into who this is. But notice me whittering on about, and it did seem like, so everything I do is channeling. If you're new, I've already said that bit, but you know, that's not a coincidence that whatever that is, again, I do think it's a wee, that's annoying me. It's because the lighting here is terrible. God, I still really can't see, and I don't even know. It's quite funny because I really don't know where that's come from. It's come out the wee jar, but yeah, either way, it's looking, when the light's hitting it, it's looking like a clear quartz, but that's not a clear quartz. That is like a more special one. I think that's a apophyllite or something. But either way, it looks crystal clear, and so I feel there's something about you needing to make a crystal clear intention. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So there's obviously quite a huge connection here between what is it you're wanting to manifest. Have a clear intention. We've got the full moon a few days from now. The full moon is on the 4th, so this is putting this out on the 1st. Full moon in Gemini. Gemini is the twins. Your prayers are being answered. Your ancestors, I think generally for everyone, your ancestors are supporting you, and trust that your angels have got your back. Like, things are going to work out, but in a way that I don't think, wait a minute, I think I might, in a way that you might not expect. So that is basically what someone's grandparent is saying. And then, like I said, I'll just leave it open to this grandparent to come through tonight as you're watching this. And yeah, so reflect and redirect your energy. And then we've got mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. So notice that's not a coincidence that I'm talking about. Well, we've got spiritual gifts, now we've got mystic healer. So they definitely are working with me when I wanted to pick the cards about, you know, open up people's spiritual gifts. Because it depends, like when I pull that, it's like, you know, because like I'm on all my stuff, well, on my background, like I made that like nearly 10 years ago. It's like, you know, I'm a modern mystic and I'm a modern mystic mentor and all that kind of stuff. And it's a healer. So whatever you want to call yourself, like, you know, I'm a mystic, a seer, blah, 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 medium. I'm all these different things. It can take about 10 years to fucking settle. But there's a message here for somebody, like, you have healing energy that flows through you. And I personally feel like all of us have healing energy that flows through us. You know, as long as you've got good intentions, that energy, like for instance, like when, you know, because I was just at my mum and dad's there, and my dad was like showing a video where it's like, I mean, a lot of you will have seen this, but I haven't seen it. And it's like this streamer, like Danish streamer, and it was like he was like cheating because Denmark were winning, and then, you know, it's his reaction to when Scotland came out and batted out the park, and it's just so funny because it's like he's swearing his head off in Danish and stuff. But yeah, my dad was like totally laughing, and my mum, and I was laughing at it too. But it's like, so again, I think maybe something shocking, because I'm filming this in Aquarius moon right now, something shocking, surprising like that is going to happen, because, you know, generally speaking, Scotland that doesn't tend to be the outcome for Scotland. So that did shock people. And like I said, I did have more of a feeling they were going to win, because there was a lot of shocking astrology in there that day. And I just wish I'd been more bold about predicting it. But you can tell if you watch the shorts that I've done for that Sunday, I did hint at it more than what I felt, but it was obviously just that, yeah, you know, I didn't say it. So that's a lesson for me, just fucking say it. But especially because the astrology backed that up, you know what I mean? Because I've been getting loads of other insights about things. I'm like keeping that to myself just now, but yes. Anyway, so I'm always getting stuff about world stuff, you know what I mean? And it's like I share in it. Actually, that's funny. It's Pisces moon coming up, and that's usually when I do get huge world energy, because that is the collective energy. But yeah, basically, I feel generally like it's like you're having a huge influx of energy, and I think there is for a few people as well. It could specifically be you're being called to, you know, step into some kind of healing work, or you already do it, of course, because as I say all the time, it can be a bit frustrating sometimes when you come across videos and people are talking to you like you're just awakened and you're just new, and it's like, what about people that have been doing it 20 years and 10 years and 5 years, and, you know, so I like to put that spin on it, that, you know, you don't need to be brand new to this. You could be like myself and you've done it a long time. You could be a spiritual teacher yourself, or a shamanic teacher, or something like that. So okay, this, yeah, so you see what I mean? This doesn't tend to be when I do like the divine feminine, divine masculine, but I'm going to go that way now. So could you give me something for the subconscious of the feminine energy? So that can be male or female, but the masculine is feminine side. And because of the way that I'm doing these ones, but that's all the time, you don't, like I said, you don't need to be a twin flame. We've all got female and masculine and feminine energy. So, you know, you could see, you'll know. What have we got? Subconscious. Oh, 2 cards want to come out. Changes. I knew that was going to come out. When I picked these up, that pulled my eye. So yeah, there's changes going on. And the edge of evolution feels messy. This is so annoying. I'm like totally not going to know what to use for the thumbnail. And okay, 40, you could have, it could be your 40th this year. Now I know that was my twin flame too, but that's actually quite a few people that watch male and female. But also you could have had your 40th could have been in October because you've got a 10th of 10th of December could be significant. But yeah, it feels like you're on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. That's kind of weird. I'm singing that, right? Because this is all the changes of the things that just went direct. But actually, that song is apparently about. I think it's about her granddad dying. I don't think it was her grandma. It was her nan. You know, I don't think it was a female grandparent. It was. I'm sure it was her. I'm sure the story behind that, if it's even fucking true, guys. But I think the story was it was like that song was about her granddad dying. So, fuck, that's a really clever way. If that's someone's, I bet you that is someone's granddad coming through, right? So, like I said, don't. What to do is, if you feel like this, because the thing is, see, when I'm talking, because they speak through me, you actually will get a really strong feeling if this is your granddad, right? And I do feel it is a granddad that's coming through very strongly. That's what I'm picking up on just now. Don't like be telling me loads of things in the comments right now, because when I go live tonight, that's where I will tell you. So just, you know, what you could do is, if you think that this is your granddad, just put something like, you know, I feel this could be for me, or even just put like a heart or something, and then that's a good way to let them know that you're connecting with it. And it's, you know, but don't tell me any information. You can do that when I'm on the live, once I've told you some stuff. Never feed the medium, right? Okay, but where I'm different, and I do need to stress this, I'm not a type of medium that's like huffing and puffing because you start chatting away. I can't think of anything worse, and I truly do believe I've been on the receiving end of stuff like that, to see, basically, quite frankly, that bad practice. Like, and it's a shame, because it can be people that are really good, but it's just horrible when people are like, you know, oh, well, you know, you just told me now. So it's like, honestly, some some can be like that, whether it's in a spiritualist church or whether it's in another environment. Trust me, it can sometimes be like that. And I know there'll be some people watching that know what I'm saying, and that's not my way. It's natural that someone gets really excited. Like, say that, you know, say you're at a spiritualist church or you're on a live stream and somebody's bringing through your granddad that you've been talking to and you've been feeling really worried, right? Actually, I need to put it aside, but I'm like, this actually might be for my friend again, to be honest, because she actually had a bond with her granddad, especially, and that's whose dad I was feeling. So yeah, but we'll just put that aside just now. It might be the case, but and it's just, again, I'd say that I keep picking up on her loved ones because of her grieving, you know. But and can I just stress as well, yeah, I know that's one of my close friends, but I obviously never knew her granddad, and I'd only ever met her dad at a party, and I can't even remember, because it was like I went in and she was just like, you know, this is such and such. I was like, hi, and then I sat down with my friend that I went with. So, you know what I mean? It's and you know, that's why it's sometimes good that I hadn't been like really palsy wowsy and met them, because it's like, it's proof that, you know what I mean, they're really coming through. So yeah, that's quite interesting. That's so clever with the edge of glory. I'm going to Google. Wait a minute, let's just Google it now. I'll pause. Wait a minute, pause. Why does it not let me pause? Pause. Weird. Okay, I won't pause. Normally lets me pause, and it's not pausing. It better still be filming. The timer's still going. Edge of glory. Oh yeah, it's come up right away. Grandfather. I knew that. That's so clever. Because that's what I mean. My guides always use songs and films and stuff. So Lady Gaga's song "The Edge of Glory" was inspired by her grandfather's death in September 2010. So 2010 could be significant. She wrote the song while sitting at a piano with her father. Yeah, I think this is for my friend. There's a lot of synchronicity here. She wrote the song while sitting at the piano with her father, crying and drinking tequila, shortly after saying goodbye to her grandfather in a hospice. She described the song as being about the moment of passing, which she felt was a glorious moment, a final champion of a lifelong marriage. The video explains how Lady Gaga wrote The Edge of Glory. Very interesting. And also it's going on about the creative process and everything. So, like I said, you can never know with these people, and I don't really want to go on about her because she's one of all that gang. But I do like that song. Like I do. I love that song. It's not like I listen all the time, but if it's I just fucking love saxophone music. I especially love saxophone music when they blend it in with dance music. That's my favourite. But because funnily enough, like, oh fuck, they always do that too. But that I remember this is how long ago this was. It was not long after Facebook came out, and me and my twin flame were talking on the meet. He just popped up. It was so funny. It was like, I think it was one of the ranties we had lost contact. Maybe I don't think it was for a year, but I think it was near enough a year. And he just popped, and he's the 21. That's my sign for him too. But long story short, it was like he'd added me, and then he just popped up on the chat thing. And that's only I remember us talking about that. Like, you know, I can't remember why. I think it was because one of the clubs we went to always used to play that kind of, like, there would be, just trying to think, is that true? Yeah, there were some clubs we went to, and this is why I always say people nowadays, the clubs that a lot of people go to, I don't know if they still do that, but there were some clubs that we used to go to, and there would be an actual live saxophone player that would come out and be like playing alongside whatever, and I don't know what, I just love that. And again, because this is about spiritual gifts, but this can also be about creativity, so this could be relevant. But anyway, that is because there's a bit like that, and that's, although that's not a dance song, I don't know what it is because it's a pop music, but there's the bit with the sax player, and that is great, and that The Edge of Glory. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment of truth. Actually, that's probably going to be relevant to this. The masculine energy. Create alchemy. Oh my God, love the wording for what I've just went on about. 60 could be significant for some of our older viewers. And we have the now. Yep, it's important now. 47 as well, and the card could be significant. It's important that things are acted upon now. So this is a subconscious energy though. So let's just stick with these for the conscious mind, for the feminine, masculine, feminine side. We have fierce serenity. So you're in a peaceful state. You could connect with the lion spirit, lion power animal, or you could just be feeling brave with all this double fire energy on this day. We would have, in another timeline, we would have just finished the power animal workshop where some of you would have connected with the lion, because that's actually, I used a lion picture for the, if you'd clicked on the link, it was like a lion that said something about, I don't know, actually it was something like that. It was something like, you know, take your power back now or something. I don't know, something like that. But there's time for that. We will do that. They will do that at some point. Masculine, 2 cards have come out. Fall in love with your own story, accept and receive. That is beautiful. So Christmas Eve could be significant, or 24th of August, or 54, or 9, because that adds up to 9. I can't bother adding up all the rest, but I suppose actually, because I'm looking at that would be 6th of August or the 8th of June, whatever else you get from it. But masculine is in this conscious state of wanting to accept and receive the love from the feminine that they've pushed away. And there's some kind of energy that I'm really feeling, so we'll get the word cards now, coming through of this masculine, like being in awe of the story that you have together. So obviously that'll be different for different people, whoever's resonating, but I'm feeling very strongly this masculine energy, like, wow, like what a journey kind of thing. And I'm a fool. Oh, I'm a dick card, because I just say I'm a dick because I wouldn't use I'm a fool. I'm a dick. I'm sorry that I lied to you. It was wrong. I'm admitting that now. I'm a dick, and I'm hurting you hurts me. So it feels like this person feels like a bit of a dick because they lied about their feelings. So if this person has ever said to you at any point, or said to others, don't know what she's talking about, don't feel the same, you know, the truth is coming out, which won't be a big shocker to a lot of you, I'm sure, because when it's your twin flame, you know. But you do, even though you know, you just have to accept. I mean, double clarity. I really do care, even though I don't show it. And then what I can say is, like, because all these kind of things are like ages ago. What I can say is the closest I've ever got to like, basically it's like in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. You know how, if you've ever seen that, right? And if you've not, you need to watch it. It's one of my favourites. There's a game they're playing at one point, and it's like you say bullshit when you think the person's bluffing with the cards, and that's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I can think of times where if ever I did have the balls to just be kind of like bullshit, it's Nine wouldn't say anything, but he'd look at me. Do you know what I mean? And so, do you know what I mean? That's saying it alone. Like, it's because he can't say, like, he doesn't want to say, like, you know what I mean? But he's done it like, anyway. Let's just move away. But look, I want to. I mean, oh god, so that all of this, all the things I'm saying could be relevant here. When I'm saying I'm meaning let's just move away from talking about this. But it's like you could be in some circumstances where you could be moving away from this person, could be moving away from where they are, or moving away from a connection, or you could be moving away. But yeah, I think this person's saying, I want to move away, and I want to move away from where we've been, and I want to make things right. But I'm scared you'll reject me because I've rejected you and I've acted like I don't like you. But really, you tame my demons. And I'm anxious. I struggle with pressure at work, at home, with you. I struggle because it makes me feel rushed and to do things I'm not ready to do, and that's something I have to heal. So this person could, be anxious about other things or anxious about speaking to you. It could be anything. But I want to reach out, but I don't know how. Yeah, so that's all quite consistent. And then I just saw I've been manifesting you, but I've put it back in. I saw it, and but look, I underestimated how important you are in my life, and I want to apologise and need your forgiveness, right? So yeah, and they will never compare to you. So again, it's kind of one of them ones where if somebody was in so much denial and they've got involved with other people, it always comes out. So it is a bit, it's a bit shit for other people. It is what it is, but it's that is the twin flame journey. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense, yeah, and I sabotaged it, and I got involved with other people. And now I don't know if you're ever going to forgive me. Because I feel a lot of the masculine energies will be like, I don't know if I would have been able to forgive them. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, because I really, yeah, I just don't. It's interesting when I think about the shoe being on the other foot, but it's the journey's the way it's maybe. Right, so what does the feminine want to say back? So so with me, I sing all the time, but I really do feel there's a divine feminine watching this, male or female, that you could be a musician, because obviously I've been talking about musician, or you could like saxophone music, or you could play the harp, whatever things you can see on here, whatever she's playing. What was that? The violin. You could have a strong connection with your clairs to music, like myself, clairaudience. Crystals. Wow. Oh my god. Come on, right? I know I'm called Crystal Clear Visions, and I love crystals, and a lot of you will. But come on, that's quite nuts. That's really clever that they were getting me to go on about the crystals so much, and crystals come out. So yeah, I really do feel you feel a big connection to crystals, and I think you're having a waterfall of feelings, and I feel you've had a lot of time in solitude, and you're coming out of it, and you're enjoying the Sagittarius fire and passion. A breakthrough is at hand. This can also be the masculine and feminine side. Does it enjoy the journey? I just said something about journey. And there's another one. Protected by angels. So there's a lot about you're cherished by angels, you're protected by angels. It's all going on. Ascending the mountain, keep going forward, right? We just had one for the one I finished that was going forward. So that's great that says keep going forward. Right? I have no idea what I'm going to use for the fun. Oh my God, it keeps going. Stepping into power, you're strong beyond measure. This is such an Aries moon empowering message, and I'm here for it. Right. I don't think we need too much more because I do want to film one for Tuesday too. So I think I'm actually just going to leave this there. So, yeah, I'll just leave this there. So happy Monday to you. And come and join us on the live stream tonight. Oh, wait a minute. They're saying, right, let's get some. Come and join us on the live stream tonight, usually 8 till late. But I will be doing Aries first. So I'll be on about... I'm planning to go a bit live about 5. Live at 5. That's the new thing. Live at 5. 8 till late. So probably need a rest on the Tuesday. But I don't know. I think I'm going to power through Tuesday too. I thought we had more time. So I know it says I thought we had more time, but I'm feeling that's like, I was feeling more female energy. Because it can be anything, but I feel like that's the feminine. Like, how did it get to this? And the masculine's like running from your problems won't solve them. So, oh God, wow, I've not seen that one yet. So yeah, this masculine was out the door. They ran and they ran to other people that they're saying don't compare to the feminine. Because I'm scared of what we could become. So that feels more like this is past energy that this person's worked through, and that's why they're scared to reach out. Some things aren't about you not being good enough, they're just not right for you. So I now feel that bit is about whoever a lot of divine masculine male and females have been with, they've contributed to you not feeling good enough, and it's just that they weren't right for you. So take the message where it resonates. But again, it's all karmic lessons. So, you needed to learn these lessons to become who you are. Right. So I will see you on the next one. If you want to book a session, I've got sessions available Tuesday through to Friday this week that you're watching it. And I'm just trying to think. And then next again, same thing, Tuesday through to Friday. And my last day of clients is actually going to be the 12th, because we'd worked out I'm going to do the challenge on the 15th to the 19th. So it's going to fly in. So if you want a session, book a session. Thanks those of you that already have. Yeah, I look forward to working with you. Guys, it won't let me stop it. I think I'll just actually have to turn it off. Oh, I bet it's because the phone.